'cause I love you, baby. I can't let you go, baby. I gotta tell you that I won't. I've been looking for love so true. When I was down and out, along came you. Though you might be a liar and a cheat too, I just can't quit you now 'cause I love you. Yes, I do. I can't let you go, baby. I can't let you go, baby. 'Cause I love you, I love you, I love you. No, 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 no. and say, girl, you better take care. Cause that man is trouble, you best beware. And though deep down, I know I might be headed for teardrops. Now that you got me started, I just...
Hey everybody, hope you guys are all having a good day. Everything's working fine. Oops, sorry, I scared my dog here. Hope you guys are all having a good Friday here, guys. Long day, a lot of crazy stuff has happened. We'll talk about all of it, but I also want to talk to you guys about some key support and resistance levels as well, because a lot of people think we're going to break out today. We're going to see if we are. I think we have a high chance to, but we're going to have to confirm that breakout before anybody starts going willy-nilly into this market environment right now, okay? So, before we start again, happy Friday. If you guys have any questions, feel free to let me know. And hey BDK, hey Cody, hey Bogadon, hey Ken, hey Allentyme. Bogdan. I will answer your question after I get through the intro here talking about Bitcoin and such, okay? So guys, let's move over here to, there we go, okay, main screen. So far as Bitcoin's chart is concerned, Loki's going to say hello. 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 No, not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet. And a little bit, and a little bit, and a little bit. There you go. All right, sit there. I'll give you a treat, though. I'll give you a treat. You can't be doing this in the middle of the stream. Yeah. He was nice and quiet napping until I started talking. In his defense, I did yell. I was like, hey, everybody. There we go. Hey, again, everybody. All right. So as we look at Bitcoin here, there's not too much I want to specifically talk about on this chart here. We don't even have any of the trend lines, anything like that. What we have are the support levels from a while ago. If for whatever reason we do break out, whether it's this weekend, going into next week, whatever it ends up being, there are two resistance levels I want you guys to be paying close attention to, and then one moving average, okay? Hey, Loki, come on. Come on. No, come on. There you go. The first... Okay, you guys can just enjoy him. We'll cover up the Doge one for a second here. How do I do this? Maneuver... There you guys go. All right. The first one up here is this 4-to-1 GAN fan level. This one's at about 24,409, everybody. This is one that's going to be very, very crucial. And the other one that I'm watching pretty closely as well is this one right here. This is the, 3-to-1. This one's kind of around 23,677. If we somehow get lucky enough to break above this one, I don't think we're going to get higher than this unless the stock market goes in a multi-week type of rally type of thing where Bitcoin's going all over the place, lots of consolidations, lots of big moves and up, swings, so to speak. But I think over the next few weeks, next few days at least, it's going to be very, very hard for us to even try to get back up to, which one was it? 24,396, okay? That's kind of my limit right now. Hey, if we make it this far, we're most likely going to get rejected. On this one as well, when we get over here, we're probably going to have to do a consolidation period for a few days at least. All right. Well, I love you too. Yeah, don't look at my ear, yeah. You're spoiled. Yeah, I'll get you something in a little bit, okay? And then one last thing here. We are still holding. We still have a day and 23 hours left, but at least right now, guys, we're still managing to hold. Let me actually zoom out here. This GAN-FIN level broke down here, pretty big sign right here. We're barely holding, barely. And I think right now, guys, it's... now, there's another reason we held right here and we didn't stop right here because there was another GAN-FIN level that was more important. But... if I were to delete this temporarily, you can see that we have these, when we break down here, big move down. I think over the next few weeks, whenever we actually do break down below this 3-to-1 GAN-FIN level here, I think that's when you're going to see the next big move down. We'll have to wait to see how bad that is, but it seems like so far, let me actually pop this open. This is everything? Oh yeah, one of the ones are there. So far, a little bit of a tap, breakdown, consolidation. Maybe we'll find our next level of support around $14,000 or so. We're going to have to see, because remember, there's a big old block there of support between $14,000 and $17,000. Now, moving over here to the regular Bitcoin chart that we normally like to watch here. Probably let's go here. Ooh, excuse me. It doesn't look like much on the daily chart. We've talked about that a little bit earlier. But if you guys hop on the 1-hour chart, that's what I've been using so far to actually look at Bitcoin. We had our first hour close above the trend line here to break out technically from the head and shoulders play. On the 4 hours, we're still waiting for it. If you guys watch the morning stream, I was talking to you guys about be careful of these false breakouts. Wait for a significant move because this could just be one big trap and we're trying to figure this out. But as you guys can see, if we just, take away the... Oh, actually, hold on a second here, guys. Before I forget... There you go. On the 4-hour chart, we have yet to close above this trend line, and we have yet to close above the freaking Fibonacci level here. This is a pretty tough nut to crack, and I would only say we have a few more hours until we probably have to fall back down a little bit and then consolidate again, probably for like another, I don't know, maybe 15 to 24 hours, something like that. So I'm hoping that we can have a move sometime before we all go to bed tonight. Well, yeah, a little bit, maybe just tonight, I guess you would say. We have our two support levels, one right here, one right there. We got the moving averages there also. We still have an opportunity to pop over the next few hours, but it just looks like, for whatever reason, there's a wall up here that is not being broken. No matter what we do, this wall is not being broken. Even when probably best just to open up this and do the Ganfan chart, right? Even when the NASDAQ was pumping up today, even when it was pumping up, Bitcoin had a little bit of a move, but it didn't do nothing. It just kind of stalled out there, which is kind of disappointing. So you're seeing that even though the NASDAQ is moving up quite a bit, it doesn't mean that the Bitcoin's price is necessarily going to be moving up as quickly here. So probably best to go over to the 15-minute chart next. You can see we broke, there we go. We broke out above this chart here once, got rejected, came up over here, then we broke out above the trend line, then got rejected by the Fibonacci level. Not once did we close above this, even from the 15-minute moving average. And now we're consolidating again, hoping that we can make another move up in the next, like I said, few hours to 24 hours, something like that. It's getting more and more annoying because the longer we have to deal with this, the more confident shorts we'll get, and they'll try to short us back down because if I actually just do this from the 15-minute chart, that way it's a little bit more accurate for you guys. There we go. Where's that middle piece? There we are. We are currently in the middle of a precarious spot. So, let me just measure it for you. We are about $246 away from breaking down, or about $206 away from breaking out. There's going to be a big battle here. There hasn't been too many liquidations over the last 24 hours because not much has happened. I was looking at this a little bit earlier. Oh, no, that's crypto over. Where's it at? Whale trades. There we go. Longs liquidated 18 million. Shorts liquidated 22 million. Not much activity here, just like over the past few days. Although we did see a $5.5 million long on Bitcoin 51 minutes ago. It didn't really do anything here, guys. It didn't do anything at all. So we're going to have to kind of keep a close eye on this. Some other big things in the news today. Stock market overall, we kind of alluded to this. It's looking pretty well. There's a good chance the stock market goes into a bear market rally next week. And that should be very good for Bitcoin. It's just that we have to figure out what Bitcoin's going to do until next Monday here. At this point in time, I would still be more optimistic than pessimistic about a breakout here. But I would like to see that we don't actually break down below this trend line here. Because my fear, it's not even too much of a crazy fear here. If we go over here to the 4-hour chart, guys. Remember how we talked about this before, and I alluded to the fact that if we go off of this trend line, things normally don't go that steep, so there's a good opportunity for us to break down, consolidate, then try to test the breakout, right? And then here we are. I'm wondering if we're going to have to break down again, make people freak out a little bit more, and then we won't be able to break out at least until the 26th, 27th. And that would mean we wouldn't break out until at least maybe Sunday, Monday type of things here. So let's just hope that we can break out before then. But even if we do break out of this level, guys, it'll be a nice short opportunity. But by no means do I think it's going to be a catastrophe. Unless for some reason we break down below. We broke down below this line right here. Because if that were to happen, then I think you guys could see that we would be having a double top. Oops, do I have the man on? I do have that on. Top, neckline, break the neckline, boosh, and then we might be coming down a little bit harder. We're not entirely sure where that bottom may be at that point in time, but if we just add a Fibonacci level here, maybe we just come down as far as 19,000. Maybe we come as far as 18,420 before making a move back up. Nobody knows, but just be careful if we, if we break down below this trend line from point A to point B going up, but more if we break down below the support level right here at 19,770. That's going to be crucial going into tonight and probably tomorrow afternoon if we do actually have to make a little bit of a rejection here. Until then, though, I'm assuming we're just going to consolidate here and try to make a move up shorter, sooner rather than later. And I think the longs that are trying to push the market up, they're winning so far right now. For how much longer, we'll have to wait and see. But I think that that 19,770 level is something you guys should have marked on your charts, just because a good top. If we do come back down again overnight, that'd be a clear double top, leading some really bad news. On the daily chart, it doesn't really look like anything at all. It just looks like we're trying to pump. Otherwise, we're just going to have a crash here, and that kind of aligns with the double top here. So hopefully we can just, we got 23 hours left. We have a good opportunity of you guys waking up and just seeing the price of Bitcoin somewhere around 22,000, right? If I were to go to bed, I'd rather place a long than a short right now. But just so you guys, if you guys are watching that, just be careful, because there is a downside to this if things don't go in our way. All right, now so back over here. 15. Whale number 3 bought a measly 36 Bitcoin today. Not really much there. No big news on whale number 3. And I haven't had any updates as far as Celsius or anything like that, so to give you guys any updates there. But okay, somebody wanted to talk about, I think it was Bogdan, wanted to talk about FTM here, Phantom. So right now, Phantom, let's see, did it even work on the weekly charts here? No, it didn't work out. Oh, well, oh, did I move it? Oh, maybe that's my bad. Let me see here very fast. Oh, it did work out perfectly. Jeez, I don't know why I moved it on accident. This is why you guys got to lock your stuff, because I look at charts all day. I mess up quite a bit when I'm dragging stuff all around here. All right. As far as Phantom is concerned, it is still in this channel technically here. We're going to have trouble getting above 42.5 cents, but that's way farther than we are now. That's a whopping, 40% away. I don't know if we're going to be reaching that anytime soon here unless we have some type of really big move. On the hour chart, on the hour chart, we still have a little bit of an uptrend here. We already broke out, so I'd be careful about buying it right now. What I'd be looking at here, actually, is more of just a Fibonacci extension level to see what I can find. So we broke out there, nice surge. People just bought in probably a few hours ago. Maybe here, though. Let's see right here. Was this the low? Here, let me try to do two different things here. Let's go that high, then that low. Perfection, right? No, that's not perfect. That's not. Is that the line? No, that's not the line. I wish it was. That's the line I just put there. I hate when the level doesn't work out like you want it to. All right, so we hit some resistance up here. That's fine. But our next level of resistance on this one is going to be 33 cents. After that, if we want to add another one here, this one's probably going to be a little bit nicer for us. There we go. Bottom and some resistance there as well. We stopped there. Nice. Let me get rid of this other one for us just for now. There we go. You might be looking for the price to get up to maybe 31.5 cents all the way up here to 33 cents. That might be good. Otherwise, if Bitcoin breaks out, I think you could expect pretty reasonably here to get it back up towards 36 cents. That'd be a nice little bit of a return, but you might want to wait for another setup or another breakout here. That'd be an 18% return there. We had a breakout. Yeah, we had a breakout. Let me get rid of this now. Breakout right there. That's the last one we had. I don't know what's going to be coming next, but usually after we break out, we consolidate for a little bit of time, especially if Bitcoin is not doing anything. So just be aware that there is an opportunity for a short if it does come back down here. This is probably over the weekend, so like a Sunday, Monday type of play by the time we come back over here. And then if as soon as it breaks down, that'd be a good shorting opportunity, probably back down to the mid-20s levels. Okay. But yeah, it looks fine to me right now. A lot of the coins out there, guys, are looking particularly fine. Not crazy good, but fine. You see Dogecoin right now. This is the weekly chart. Excuse me, the daily chart. Dogecoin just broke above the 20-day moving average, and the first time since May 30th. We have an opportunity to get above this old level of resistance here, about 6.068 cents. Not bad. But if Bitcoin were to break out and have a nice little multi-day surge, maybe even a couple-week surge, I could see Dogecoin getting back up towards 7.5 cents if things really started looking good for us. As far as Ethereum is concerned, we're pretty much just testing out the Fibonacci. I guess you guys can't see that breakout here. We broke out of the downtrend here. If you guys wanted to buy, we talked about it. If you guys did, awesome. If you guys didn't, it's okay. Going back over here, though, on the 4-hour chart, we're just having some trouble hanging above this Fibonacci level. I don't think it's necessarily because of Ethereum. I think it's just more Bitcoin kind of stagnating, and that's bringing this down. Without Bitcoin actually stagnating, I think we would have had a good opportunity of continuing to move up, hit some resistance more up here around 1250, or maybe even as high as 1281, but then try to make a move to at least 1400 over the next few days. But Bitcoin's not allowing that to happen just yet. That's what we're going to be hoping for soon if Bitcoin can really take this opportunity to have a surge here, guys. ADA looking fine, consolidating. This Fibonacci level is not really too good on ADA though. I don't like it. This one's actually working pretty well for us too. On the weekly chart, it's working, but not anything else. Let's see. It's probably a good one to use. Let me see if I can actually go over here very fast for you guys. Down, resistance, down. Okay, maybe as far as ADA is concerned, the first level of resistance we're going to see for a while, if we do have a big pump, is going to be up here towards 66 cents. I think that's such a monster move. ADA's had some really big pumps so far this after we've had this crash, but I would say it's not as likely here. Let me see if I can actually go back over here though. Pop it down, pop it down. Yeah, according to this level, it can go back up to 72. I'd say maybe 60s is more realistic, maybe 58 to 64%, or 64 cents, excuse me. But yeah, guys, one other thing I want to talk to you guys about, and if you guys have coins or members, feel free to ask me about them. The dollar index is still choppy here. Nothing too crazy going on here. Let me go to the daily chart for you guys. We're still consolidating. You see a little bit more downward pressure than upward pressure here. You can kind of see these longer wicks. But so far, I think people are getting more optimistic about Bitcoin and the stock market. Whether it's a bear market rally or this really is the bottom, time will tell, of course. We all have our strategies out there to trade this. But we're getting very, very close to our first death cross in a while on the daily chart. This may give hope. Again, it happened over here. Not really much happened after that. In fact, we just kept on going back up, right? But at least that'll give a little bit of hope to people here saying maybe we're finally done going up as far as the dollar index is concerned. If we go back to other historical times where we kind of reversed the trend, it was kind of more, at the top of a trend, more at the resistance levels. We had one, and then we just started to come down. If we start coming down fast, that'd be a good sign that the dollar is starting to lose some value, and that'd be good for all of us. Only problem being is that we're headed for a recession, most likely in that mill. That'll kind of mess things up. Similar here, the death cross mattered up here, less so over here. You can see we actually had a death cross right here. It didn't really do much, right? It actually just went up like this. So going off of some historical norms here, just being nerdy, there is an opportunity for the dollar index to stop falling here. And I think that's just because, not because of what America's doing, I think that's because countries around the world are starting to raise their interest rates as well, and that's building up their currencies against the dollar. And so I think things are just slowly leveling out. Not enough to maybe tank and crash us, but hopefully, with some good monetary policy, we can start to turn this ship around, right? Okie dokie. Anything else here? No, I don't think so. Oh, that one coin I talked to you guys about yesterday, it did end up closing above the 20-day moving average. It hasn't done anything since we talked about it. I just want to keep you guys informed about some of the coins that I think about in my process, so to speak. Maybe 4-hour charts probably look better. I don't know exactly when we talked about it, but we were looking at the price of 171, so not even down here when it was at 136. Just 171 right here last night. And right now it's up 3% up to 176. Hasn't done anything crazy, but I'm still optimistic for it. I want to see if we can have something nice happen if Bitcoin were to boom. But of course, this one's kind of a YOLO play because look how much it's gone down over the past few months here. Excuse me. All right, let's go back over here. Simple chart would work best. Still trying to break out above the fib level. Right now, guys, I'm not too concerned about this trend line at all. I'm more concerned about the Fibonacci level. That's what I'm more concerned about. And what Fibonacci level is this? Because I should probably add it to both charts so you guys can see what's going on. That's this one. So that is going to be... Is this really not the... Surprised it's not the right one. Let's go up here to all-time highs. All the lines are snapping pretty well. And let's go down here. Let's maybe turn that one on. Did that do anything to the line we just saw? I moved it away from where we're at. Moved it down to where we found support here. Ah, man, yeah. All right, that's fine. Something is slightly off about this chart, or maybe they're just two completely charts. That could also be the factor here. Wait for it. This is the problem with doing too much technical analysis. Okay, let me see right here. There we go. Oh, wrong one. Okay, so this is from the lows of 2018. That's why. Okay. That still didn't do it. $2018. Okay. Not important here, guys. I don't know why it's like just a few dollars off, because you can clearly see that this is the resistance level over here. This one matters way, way more than the one on the right-hand side of the screen. I just wish I could have it there. Yeah, it matters way, way more. We haven't closed above it yet. Okay, that's fine. I'll live with it. There was something I could do, but it's just too tedious to do in front of you guys right now. All right. Happy Friday, guys. TJF. It's been a pretty good one. To celebrate here today, guys, I know everybody's kind of busy. I went to the store today and I got some rice again. And I also got like 3 ducks and 2 chickens and a bunch of stuff to freeze, basically. And I got some really neat stuff. But what I got for Loki today on this little nice plate that I just cleaned is Loki's looking at me. A duck head. So Loki gets to eat duck head for a snack. You want duck head now? Come here. Yep. I want to see if he'll actually come up and grab it. Come here. Oh, yeah, you didn't even hesitate. Oh, okay, well, that's fine. Now to make sure to bring napkins over in case that got messy. All right. Oh, he's not even going to bother to eat it with me. No, or next to me. He just walked away to the bedroom. That's it. Well, there you go. Loki's having a good day. His birthday is on the 16th of July. So I'm already planning some stuff out. I even, when I went to the grocery store today, I actually got my sister her birthday cake. She wanted a ganache cake. So I'm getting her a ganache cake. I don't think I've ever had a ganache cake. So I hope it tastes good. Okay. What's going on here? Yeah, no worries, Bogdan. Hey, guys, remember, if you guys are a member, no matter what your question is, I will answer. That's why I always push the memberships, because when things get busy, I'm usually scanning the green lines first, and then I'm reading everybody's comments, but I have a priority to answer the questions of people that are members, right? That's why I only charge $2 a month for it, because all that money goes back to the channel. So don't worry about it, Bogdan. I appreciate it a lot. And hey, BDK, hey, Wonder Space, happy to see you back. I'm still holding my long position. I'm hoping we'll break out. Yeah, guys, as far as, let me see if I can put this right here for you. Probably the 4-hour chart looks best for this head and shoulders that we've been talking about. We're still looking for that head, shoulders. I know it's a bit more of a wonky head and shoulders as far as I'm concerned, but it still is one. But the breakout doesn't seem to be the problem. The problem seems to be this freaking Fibonacci level right now. I'm still optimistic that we can break it out above it. It just seems like for whatever reason, we are not trying to stay above this. What level is this? Oh, that's way too far out. 21,400 level. It seems very, very hard for us to actually close above that level on an hourly chart or a 4-hour chart, and those are usually what I'm using to actually base my trades off of, right? You can buy one in 1 minute, if the 1 minute pops above the trend line, but usually that's much more risky. It's much safer if you guys are buying the breakout with a 4-hour candle chart closing above it or a 1-hour candle chart closing above it. Much, much more difficult if you're going with lower time frames. See. And hey, Andrew, 2 a.m. on Saturday morning. Apologies if I fall asleep halfway through. Hey, my man, have a great time watching. But if you are forced to go to sleep, don't worry about it. I got like maybe 3 hours of sleep last night. I tried to go to bed. I took some melatonin. I fell asleep just on time. I woke up like a couple hours later to my sister's cat in my room and my dog chasing the cat everywhere. And the cat was just, they were playing, but it was driving me freaking nuts. And so I kicked the cat out, and I went back to bed. And all of a sudden, like, I don't know what happened. I just woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I just could not get back to sleep. So I proceeded to watch the news, CNBC, and Fox Business too. and then I just watched TikTok on my phone. I couldn't go back to sleep. So I am still running on fumes, but tomorrow, weekend's my time off here as long as nothing crazy goes on with Bitcoin. I'm hoping I can get some R&R here. Plus, it's supposed to be like 90 degrees this weekend. I don't want to do anything. I'm going to play with Loki out in the backyard with the hose. I'm not doing anything else. I'm not doing anything else at all. I'm staying cold. See, and hey, ready? I was gonna say, bro, why you just encourage that behavior from him? Oh, I don't care about Loki jumping up on me. He irritates me every now and again, but I just love him too much to really care. But like, I guess I could tell him to no, and he would listen. And all I care about is if I say no, he listens. If that makes sense. But yeah, he can be a little bit of a snob sometimes. I'm very much a snob. And hey, Discount Killer. Hello, Mike. MATIC broke down, sold some at 60 cents. Hey, there you go, my man. We were talking about that last night as far as an opportunity to short MATIC down. I wonder if the technicals are actually still up on the screen here. Yeah, there we are. Yeah, look at that. Yeah. So if you wanted to take your first short attempt right there, I don't know how much money it would have yielded you, but I mean, well, actually, let me. Did we actually break above the line? I guess that's something I should talk about too. So, oh yeah. The limit order would have barely triggered if you guys were shorting there. I mean barely. But I mean, people will probably still have some positions up here. But you would have had an opportunity, I guess. Well, let me go over here to the 15-minute chart. I want to be a little bit more accurate with this. What are we looking at here? Yeah, that makes sense. So you would have had an opportunity to make about... Most people might have made somewhere around 7% profit for holding about 7 hours. If you guys got a very good exit price on it, you guys could have gotten about 9.5% on that short opportunity there. And if you went long, you wanted to save some money, by no means, that's definitely an okay thing to do right now. Because Bitcoin's on the verge of either breaking out or getting rejected. One thing or the other is about to happen here. Yeah, but this was a nice play if you guys were shorting it. It didn't get up there again, but it got close, and there does seem to be that big level of resistance around 63 cents. If you guys do want to short MATIC, I'd probably wait a little bit longer, though. You want to be careful because, again, Bitcoin's on the verge of something great or something bad. But if we do get back up here towards 74 cents, I'll probably open up a short on MATIC. That'd probably be very nice for me as well. MATIC still has a long way to go. And this kind of means, yeah, MATIC better move up faster now. Otherwise, it's going to look a little bit worse. The good thing for MATIC right now is it's following Bitcoin. And Bitcoin doesn't look like a disaster. So we see this, right? MATIC just broke down. And this is what I think you're referring to just now. We're coming to retest. We're going to see if we come back down. And according to this, MATIC's own chart, it should be coming down. Just keep a close eye on Bitcoin and what it wants to do. Because right now, it's just doing a whole bunch of nothing except for going sideways. What? We're pretty much constant in the last 13 hours. Last 24 hours, we really haven't done anything. So, good times lie ahead, I hope. Is this the right one right there? Yeah, there we go. Okay. There we go. Okay. And hey, Cameron, yo. Hey, Dr. V. Hi, Mike. Do you still see us retesting 17,000 on Bitcoin? I did sell some crypto. I killed it at $17,000, $18,000 level. Yes, I do. I don't know exactly how long that's going to take. So my thing about when the next time we're buying low, I do think we're going to go well below 17,000, probably at least 14,000 because of how fast we've been dropping. My big thing here, though, is we see the NASDAQ, we see the S&P 500, and then we see the Dow Jones. They're all kind of pumping up a little bit, and we're all kind of waiting to see how much they are going to pump up. Today we saw Tesla break out, Microsoft break out, Nvidia on the verge of breaking out, right? You saw, Monica, you saw those videos I posted this morning. And so there's an opportunity here for us to have a 1 or 2 week run with a big boost to the stock market. And I'm wondering, will Bitcoin follow that, have a big boost before ultimately coming back down, or will Bitcoin separate off and just go down as the Nasdaq's looking up? We won't know any of these things really until Monday. But right now, Bitcoin's all alone. It's on the verge of breaking out here, but there's still an opportunity for it to crash, maybe back down to, what did we say yesterday, the 18,000s level, right? So not the 17,000, but the 18,000, and then we'll have to see how much worse it would get from that at that point in time. But here's the Nasdaq, here's the daily, right? Might have a breakout sometime next week, might not, but I'd be encouraged if we can manage to keep on moving up. Some of the other stocks we were talking about today, it's not loading. You guys can see all the, oh, there it is. Okay. Hills L3 Harris could break out sometime next week. Apple could break out sometime next week. Microsoft, where's my technicals on Microsoft? That's okay. Broke out today, or if you want to go off of this shorter one here, which I think more people are going to be going off of it, also broke out. So something interesting there to say the least. Netflix has almost closed the gap here today, wanting to see what happens there if it gets back up to maybe 192 or so. I guess technically there is going to be a pattern here if it does want to break out sometime next week. Tesla had a shorter time frame breakout. It was fun if you guys wanted to day trade it, you bought it, it just kind of kept on going up throughout the rest of the day. Other than that, though, we still have a while before Tesla wants to do another breakout. There's a few different trend lines here with Tesla because it's been going so fast, but the only two ones you got to worry about now are this and this because we've just been using this one to grind down, which has been so far pretty good. All right. Amazon, though, an opportunity for a breakout as well. Right? Resistance up here. So there's opportunities here. And if you go to the weekly chart on Amazon, I guess maybe it doesn't look as good on weekly. If you kind of stretch this out, it almost feels like a bottom, a chance for a breakout. I don't know if we're going to be breaking out above 128, having a monster surge, but it's a possibility. At least the news seems to be calming down a little bit here. MU, this is daily. MU is a little more choppy. I don't know why I have all these levels here. Jeez. Probably with another stock. Nvidia, somewhat similar. Watch this very fast. We're nowhere near this one. This is going to be the one that's a really big one. We're kind of coming out of the bear market. But we also have, well, we have a few here that I'd probably put on my screen. This one, and just in case, this one right here. I would probably buy the second one right there, but you know, it's just something interesting to look at. Oh, I messed that up. There you go. So we have a lot of stocks breaking out or on the verge of breaking out. That may lead us to a multi-day little rally here on Bitcoin's price, but we have to get to Monday before that happens. You know, I mean, as nice as Bitcoin looks and everything right now, you know, wouldn't it suck if all of a sudden we broke down below this trend line here over the next few hours? And instead of breaking out, going up towards $22,500 or so, which is our next price target, we came down here, we broke down over the weekend, came all the way back down here just to consolidate until, like, you know, Monday, and then all of a sudden, boom, 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 then we start taking off. Now, that's possible, but my gosh, would that be so much more hassle? So many more people would be freaking out. Why, you know, Bitcoin don't do that to us, right? We would all be happy with the breakout anyway, but so far, you know, resistance, now we have the line. We haven't really come into contact with this line too much until just now. We had the other one over here to here, and we managed to break above that one at least. Probably best to go back to the one. But if you guys are wondering, we're about $103.44, a little bit less than that now, away from breaking out. But normally, guys, we want to close above this level in an hour, and our hourly candle isn't going to be closing in for another 27 minutes here. So give it some time. We may have some trickery ahead, but at least we're on the right track here. See. And hey, Slime, happy to see you back, man. How does the MULN stock look like? Hold on one second here. Good evening, Bideford, and everybody else late to Friday night. SPY is taking off. Everything's taking off in the stock market. That's been very, very nice here. MULN stock look. Let me pull it up on FinViz. Oh, it didn't really move much today, it looks like. Income -1, so market cap so tiny. It doesn't look like it's doing anything crazy right now. If you're hopping into MULN stock, I think we talked about this a while ago, you want to be buying this and just sitting down. Let's go to the weekly chart here. Yeah, you just want to assume it's in a bad market just like this. You want to just hold on for dear life, and it manages, if or when it manages to kind of pop back up, you're probably going to be taking profits probably anywhere from $6 to whatever the old high was, $19, $20. You'd be looking to take some profits here. It's losing money every year, it looks like right now, so those companies aren't really doing particularly well in this current market environment because everybody's, you know, cash off or risk off, excuse me. 23. It dropped down 8% yesterday though, and I guess that's because it had some type of update to shareholders. Let's see. So in June 27th, that's next week, they're expected to join the Russell 2000 and 3000 indexes. So that's kind of cool. That may help it out a little bit going forward. So, there's some good news about it, but ultimately the chart is just a pretty depressing looking one that you're going to have to be willing to hold on to that stock for a while now. And hey, Bideford, good evening. I just said that. Good evening, Bideford. What's right here? Money per to go per. That's how it is, Cody. Uh, let's see. And hey, Brightness, that is Voyager. I heard about that today. That is Voyager. I did hear about that today. They're lowering the withdrawal limits to 10,000 from 25,000. If you guys are in Voyager right now, I still have money in there, but I'm going to start taking money out of Voyager just to be safe, and I'm just going to kind of park it in USDC. Coinbase. And not really trade it at all on Coinbase, but just kind of keep the assets there because Coinbase looks a little bit more stable right now. And I might be putting some of my crypto into a wallet. I don't think Voyager is necessarily like a terrible, crazy, bad position, but they are showing those warning signs that we've been talking about. So if you guys do have money in Voyager, it's best to just be careful in this time, just because of how crazy everything else has gone on with, especially with Celsius, right? Now you guys know I have money in Voyager. And they have a really good interest program. But if it comes down to like there's another crash coming up sometime, probably maybe this weekend or maybe another weekend, whatever that may be, you guys got to be prepared to start moving your money to be safe at the expense of maybe some high interest rates, right? So just so you guys know, I'm going to be moving some money out of Voyager as well. Brightest has a good point there about the withdrawal limits going down. Take your time, decide if it's the right move for you. You don't have to do it by any touch of the imagination. Just make sure you guys have a plan for whatever goes along, and understand that even though I'd be moving my money out of Voyager, it's still an okay place right now. Voyager got like a massive loan plus a huge line of credit, etc., etc., etc. But I'm usually pretty cautious when it comes to my crypto because I do not want it to be locked like a Celsius was. Okay, although they haven't locked anything. It's right here. And hey, discount. Coinbase is shutting down Coinbase Pro, by the way. Yeah, that's a very good thing. They're going to integrate it back into the app. They're going to make they're going to make like one awesome app. That's their goal. One awesome app. I don't know exactly how that's going to work out, but it may be very interesting to see how the market reacts to that. Because I know tons of money has been flowing into USDC, guys. Lots of market cap has just been flowing in there, and it's been flowing out of Tether, And hey, Miss K, happy to see you again. What's right here? And hey, Kenny, tuned in late. So is Bitcoin going back down to the teens? Remains to be seen. So you guys know, like over the past few weeks, I think somebody actually alluded to this a while ago. We normally have had a pretty rough time here. Our hope is since the stock market is doing a little bit of a reversal right now and going back up and having breakouts, we haven't had breakouts in forever. There's a good opportunity that maybe next week Bitcoin goes up even higher than where we are now. And the short term, though, there's no market open right now. So, sorry, my phone vibrated there. So we're just hoping that, probably best go to the 4-hour chart. We're just hoping that, we can see this shoulder, head, and shoulders. We can break out above that, have a nice little surge, maybe get back up to $22,000, $23,000. But our worst case scenario is that we start break down below the support level of 19,770. If you drag this out, you see double top, one top, two top, and then you start worrying about coming back down here, where we can either pivot back up, or we continue to crash into the weekend going until like Monday, and then maybe Monday we start bouncing back up. And that's going to be the real test here at this point in time. There's more hope right now, of course, than if we broke down. But if we do break down, expect some nasty moves over the next few days, at least going into the weekend here. Maybe with some more optimism Monday. But there's, anything can happen in the weekend, guys. Anything can happen. There we go. Okay. You guys know my beard and mustache is getting way too long here. I can't wait to get all this stuff chopped off on Sunday. You guys are going to see me with a baby face here Monday when I'm streaming. What are you guys talking about here? Corona's been moving nice lately. Yeah, there you go. Well, there's been a lot of coins moving up. I see AXS is also doing pretty well today as well. Sends up 4%. Oh, you ate all the duck? Oh, good. Congratulations, my man. Good boy. He ate all the duck. Oh, all the duck head. There you go. And hey, Kim, happy to see you. What's right here? Money Printer Go Burr. What's right here? And hey, Marcus. Bro, your streams are not coming up on notifications for some reason, even when you set an alarm, etc. YouTube doesn't like me, guys. I've kind of just come to understand that, frankly. I'll do my best, but if you guys want to know exactly when I stream, it's the same time every day, unless it's like an emergency stream where like the market's crashing. You'd have to set your alarm for 6 p.m. Pacific time, in order to make sure you guys catch me. Because trust me, since the time I started doing these streams a year ago, I've been having these. Well, not maybe the year ago, but in the last like 6 months or so, I've been having this problem more and more, where I've been having trouble with people finding out when I'm going live. Hello. Yeah. So the best thing I can say is try to have a little bit of an alert or alarm set, but it's kind of weird to have an alarm set for somebody's YouTube show, right? So I don't know how to solve that yet. In fact, there are some people right now who they message me on Discord because they can't message. Not all of their messages get seen by me in the chat room or the chat here. It's a weird thing. I'm sorry. There's nothing I can actually do about it. But just remember, 6 o'clock Pacific time, Monday through Friday, unless there's some type of emergency thing going on the weekend that I might hop on to. But 41 minutes ago, like 45 minutes in the past, that's when I go live in your time. 41 minutes ago in the past. Kind of maybe that's a better way to say it, right? Excuse me. I have money from Voyager to Vault. Do you have any info about Vault? I haven't heard anything about Vault personally. Nothing about it. I don't even know what that exchange is personally. I no idea what that is. If you just do a quick Google search and type in news, you will see some articles about whatever exchange you guys are in, and it'll tell you if things are good or bad, or if it's just something more about, hey, they popped up in this new coin here, check it out. It'll be very clear to see if there's a warning sign about the coin or the app you're using, right? So if I were to go to something like KuCoin, right, and I went to news, right. Ontario Securities Commission slaps Bybit and KuCoin with penalties. Enforcement actions, okay. Nothing really crucial, just Canadians getting mad at the exchange, right? But if I go over here to like a Celsius, oh, Goldman Sachs leading investor group to buy Celsius asset sources. Oh. Okay, let's look at that in a second here. Let's see. Oh, but 4 hours ago. Update, Celsius Network hires advisors to prepare for potential bankruptcy. A whole bunch of wacky stuff, guys. So, you got to be watching this pretty closely, but if it's that bad, you want to get all of your money out real fast. And just for the safest plays, or in fact, the safest play would really just be putting your money inside of a wallet. But not when people want to do wallets, I guess. So, but yeah. So I'll just do a quick Google search on it. Very quick, guys. Let's not MULN. Let's go over here. Goldman Sachs leading investor group to buy Celsius assets. This is going to be interesting. So I wonder if they go bankrupt, will they be forced to sell the assets at a cheaper rate? So 90 cents on the dollar type of thing here. Let's read into this just a little bit. Goldman Sachs is looking to raise $2 billion from investors to buy up distressed assets from troubled crypto lender Celsius, according to two people familiar with the matter. The proposed deal would allow investors to buy up Celsius assets at a potentially big discount in the event of a bankruptcy filing, the people said. That's not good for anyone that has money there. Goldman Sachs appears to be gauging interest and soliciting comments from Web3 crypto funds funds specializing in distressed assets and traditional finance institutions with ample cash on hand, according to a person familiar with the situation. Huh. Is there anything else here, though? So, Celsius, which had more than $8 billion lent out to clients and $12 billion in assets under management as of May of this year, abruptly announced on June 12th that it would stop withdrawals from its platform, citing extreme market conditions. The disclosure exacerbated those conditions, briefly sending Bitcoin's price to below $20,000. Huh. Citigroup, C, and Aiken Gump have both recommended Celsius file for bankruptcy, according to people familiar with the matter. Citigroup declined to comment. Aiken Gump did not immediately respond to request for comment. That's not good. That may be the thing that sends the market kind of in a spiral. If they declare bankruptcy, so just keep an eye on that, everybody. That's a little bit of a disturbing article. Now, I don't think many of you guys have money in Celsius. As far as I've known, we've been talking about Celsius every now and then for the past couple weeks, right? But I haven't heard many of you guys ask me too much about it as far as my recollection goes. I do know that somebody told me that BitBoy has like a couple $1,000,000 tied up in Celsius, so he might not be able to get that money back. We'll have to see. Hold on. Oops, did not mean to spell like that. That's fine. Let's see. So if crypto lending platform Celsius goes bankrupt, users might not be able to get their money back. So this is going to be very, very interesting. And then, in basic terms, they say Celsius is not a bank. And this goes to the fact that they are not FDIC insured or SPIC insured. SPIC is up to $500,000. FDIC is up to $250,000. So if you lose all the money, there is no insurance company out there that's going to pay you back for the lost income or for the lost asset, so to speak. Let's see. Anything else? Okay, no. Hmm. Yeah, so I'd be careful about this. There's not really much news there as far as just kind of reiterating the same stuff over and over again here. But that could be the thing that really destroys Bitcoin's chances of having a rally. Although it's not common for corporations to go through bankruptcy over the weekend here, unless they're going to announce it Sunday afternoon or something really weird like that, which typically doesn't happen. Excuse me, in the real world, because everybody's busy doing their stuff. But I guarantee everybody at Celsius is working from home right now, or so they're just working right now to figure this out. They haven't had any updates here, I think, since a few days ago. June 18th. Yeah, they haven't had any updates since June 19th here. June 19th. Nothing. And it's June 24th right now. There's going to be a lot of lawsuits against these guys. The owners aren't going to be held liable because of business rules and regulations and stuff like that. But expect some really bad fallout if they do actually declare bankruptcy. Right now, I would say it's iffy. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know the financial situation, but it sounds pretty bad. It sounds pretty bad. Let's see. And they pay more interest than Voyager. Well, just because they pay more interest than Voyager doesn't mean they're necessarily in a bad spot. The reason Voyager's in a bad spot is because Voyager loaned money out, like $600 million, to a company called Three Arrows Capital, and they made some very risky bets on Bitcoin, and they were liquidated, which means they were forced to sell all of the assets at a crazy, crazy loss. So, do they actually have enough money to pay Voyager back? That's the question. And I think Loki, Jesus, scared the crap out of me. Loki, okay, sorry. Um, okay, I think my grandma's here too. But that's the question, basically. Will they be able to pay Voyager back? At this point in time, I would say that's probably a no. Now, how much can they pay them back? We'll never know for a while, but it's probably not going to be anything close to the $600 million that they owe to Voyager alone. They also owe money to other assets, to other people that lent them money as well. Sorry, making sure Loki's not going berserk over there. Let's see. And hey, Aaron, I haven't used it in over a year. Last time I checked, they still hadn't liquidated my 20,000 margin of buy crypto, even though it sounded like 60%. No, they don't. I mean, Voyager is a very honest company. I think what's really screwing them over is they made a bad investment. And, oddly enough, the investment wasn't their customers. The investment was a freaking Wall Street hedge fund. Surprise, surprise, right? See, and hey, Daniel, just shaved myself. Nice to chew on food without chewing long facial hair. My God, my man, my beard is my mustache is getting into my mouth sometimes when I eat, and it drives me freaking nuts. I before I started the stream here, you guys know I just gave Loki a duck head. I am marinating a duck right now with like garlic, red pepper flakes, chili oil, sesame oil, onions, a little bit of wine. I'm marinating it good because I'm getting back on my duck diet since I finally was able to buy a duck. I've been looking for duck for a while now. But basically, I'm going to have duck, rice, 3 little tiny gyoza things, like the mini gyoza, and then 2 egg rolls, and like, well, they're all mini little egg rolls because I'm on diet. But it's going to be very, very good tonight. But after I'm done streaming around 8 o'clock or 7:30, I'm going to hop on over there, get my duck in the oven, and just start roasting it. It's going to be so good. But then I'm going to have to trim my beard a little bit as well before I start eating. What's right here? And hey, E-Trev, happy to see you back, my man. Oh, and hey, Ken, 6 p.m. alarm, Monday through Friday. If you watch daily anyway, problem solved. Yeah, I mean, I really don't know why YouTube doesn't notify you guys all the time. I'm actually watching something right now here, everybody. So you guys can't see this, but what I'll actually do is I'll just open this up so you guys can see this. It's a pretty interesting tool to look at while I'm streaming to see where the views are coming from. So I'm going to go over here, and I'm just going to open up a window capture, and you guys will like this maybe a little bit. Let's see. Wait, did I mess up here? Where's that? Oh, there we go. Oh, not video capture. Shucks. That's not what I wanted to do. This is what happens when you have a magnet on. There you go. And I want to go to window capture. There we go. Add source. New window capture. Add. Okay, there we go. And then I want to have it. But where's that? Oh, there we go. So new tab. There you guys go. All right. So right here, if I can zoom in a little bit, I won't have this on the screen long, guys. You guys can see last 60 minutes. Oh, yeah, I guess you can see that part too. Shows me where all of you guys are coming from. Hardly any of you guys are coming from notifications, only 14.5. A lot of you guys are coming because you opened up YouTube and you saw my thumbnail plastered on the front page and like, hey, I like that guy. I want to go see what his thoughts are on Bitcoin, right? Or you guys, I'm suggest you guys are watching the video and on the side of the page, you see my link and you're like, hey, I like that guy too, blah, 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 right? And some of you guys are looking for search and some of you guys are going from other YouTube features. Like most of you guys, maybe some of those people are watching on TVs. But notifications, a very, very small amount considering I just launched this stream less than an hour ago, and you can see we had a little bit of a spike at the beginning, but the majority of people don't click on the notifications. I don't know why, and I think that's just because YouTube doesn't really send them out too much. So I'm keeping track of all this stuff just like you, but I have no way of getting YouTube to say, hey, my people aren't getting notifications. Help me. Because if I did that, they would just say, oh, well, we can't help with that, right? So I'm hoping it does get better in the future, though. And hey, Jay, are all assets held in Voyager equally at risk? USDC, same as crypto holdings? Yes, 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 yes. All of it would be subject to being held if for whatever reason they were to go bankrupt. Now, I don't think they're going to go bankrupt, but you get my point there, that it would be, if you had everything tied in USDC, it would still be locked and you'd not be able to move that capital around. If you wanted to put your USDC somewhere safe, the safest place right now would probably be in a wallet, or you could go with something like really common like a Coinbase. Coinbase is going to be just fine right now if you guys are afraid of another exchange kind of going down, so to speak, right? Or even Tether getting depegged. Coinbase seems like a pretty stable spot. They have a whole bunch of money, a whole bunch of institutional money backing all of their crypto, and not everybody has that backing, which is a really big boon for them. See. Hey, Trev, any TA on MATIC, Litecoin recommendations on any other alts? I can do TA for you on MATIC very fast. So we've been talking about MATIC for the past few days here. It's been looking okay. What are you doing? You just want head scratches? He wants to go upstairs. That's a no. Okay. Let's go to the daily chart here. So, we don't have to worry about that breakdown there. As far as MATIC is looking, we do have a little bit of a resistance right here, starting off at about, let me see if I can find that line exactly. Around 63 cents, 0.633 cents. And then from there, we have our next level of resistance. That's going to be a really big, tough one, around 73, 74 cents. I think right now, if Bitcoin were to break out, we would be able to get above this. But until Bitcoin really makes a stronger move, anywhere in this red box would probably be a good opportunity to short MATIC down. Going back over here to the 4-hour chart, though, look at this. It looks like we're trying to gear up and make a move here, right? Even though Bitcoin's not really doing anything, MATIC seems like it wants to have a pump. It's only up 2.5% basically in the last 2 hours. However, that's better than a few other coins out there. Here's the 15-minute chart. Gearing up, we have our next level of resistance, that last little part right here that we shorted down. Let's pop that right there. There we go. We're at 62, or we're at 0.623 cents. Our next level of resistance is at 0.631 cents, right? So we're very, very close to another level of resistance. Hopefully, MATIC can break out above this without needing Bitcoin to also break out. But and then Bitcoin were also breaking down at the same time. Bitcoin would drag this back down fast and hard, which would scare a lot of people, and that'd be the time to short. And you would see a lot of people that buy, whether over here or over here, they would be selling out their positions very, very, very quickly. Back up here very fast. Is Bitcoin popping off a little bit? Nope, just MATIC. Well, actually, there are a few other coins here, guys. MATIC is up 3. AXS is up 4.5, almost 5% now, 4.85. And then you're seeing that Sand is up 4, and that's about it right now. Nothing else is really making the stronger moves that we want to be seeing. Otherwise, you'd have to go over here to CoinMarketCap and just go the last 24 hours. AXS, that one's going up fine. Near, that one's going okay. AVAX is fine. BitTorrent's up 10%. That's nice to see. CVX is going up. ZEC is going up. OKB is going up a little bit. Sol is going up a little bit here. In the last 7 days, Sol is up 35%. They've been burning shorts off like crazy because everybody wants them to crash and be the next Luna. But since they're not falling and crashing, they haven't had another big disruption in their services. And I don't think for maybe a week or so. You're seeing more optimism and shorts getting burned out a little bit, which is if you hold Sol, that's a good sign to see. You don't want to see Sol go to 0, obviously. Yeah. And hey, Dell, what do I think about Sushi Swap? I think Sushi Swap is fine for a long-term hold here. I don't really trade Sushi Swap at all, but I do think it's worth buying some at these levels for long-term gains, probably for the next altcoin season, or just until we get out of this bear market right now, right? I mean, guys, this is a pretty nasty bear market. Nobody likes being in a bear market like this, but we're not going to get out of it for a while, right? It's just kind of the way it is, but at least, oops, keep on messing up my chair. At least if you guys have capital to be buying, you guys can slowly be buying a little bit every day, every week, every month, whatever is your tolerable rate here. You'll have an opportunity to buy crypto for the long term, which is a good sign. Just don't overdo it, of course, if you guys don't have the capital for it. Let's see. And hey, Ghost, don't trust BitBoy. Oh yeah, I don't really actually watch BitBoy. I heard he pumps up a lot of coins, quite a bit. I don't watch him. He's not as entertaining as I would like a crypto person to be. If I'm watching as an entertaining person on crypto, I want them to have general good advice out there. He doesn't really give the general good advice I like. Let's see. And hey, Dejin King, I don't remember what brought me here, but I'm glad I did. Hey, I appreciate it a lot. I'm always looking at those numbers to see if they're going up, going down. Right now, other futures are going up. Right now, browse futures are going down, and suggested views are going up, right? And YouTube search is kind of staying stagnant or going down a little bit here. But I think that's because there's only so many people looking for crypto on a Friday night. It's one of those nights, guys. Everybody's going out to party. We're talking about crypto. A lot of you guys will probably go party after we're done talking about crypto, or at least open up some wine or something like that and have a good time. After I'm done talking about crypto, I'm making a duck, rice, egg rolls, and gyoza, right? And vegetables. So I'm gonna be happy, happy, happy. Uh, and hey, Anthony, I got you my 55-inch TV. That is awesome. I love watching people on TV when it comes to live streaming. It makes everything just so much better, and I don't know how to explain it. YouTube on the TV is very, very nice, except for the what am I watching right now? I got Beyonce on my TV right now. I guess I got some type of playlist on hers. I don't know exactly what it is, but I got her on my TV right now. And hey, Ghost, I need a bell or something though. Oh yeah, if you guys want to make sure you guys are like 100%, 80% chance of getting my notifications, you guys have to go to my YouTube channel and you guys have to like push this little bell icon. So obviously I can't do it, but maybe I can go to somebody else's channel and do it. I think this is my channel. Yeah. Um, if you go to subscribe, after you hit the subscribe button, it'll have a little bit of a bell icon. You have to tap the bell icon too, and that way it should give you little notifications over the next few days. The only time it won't give you notifications is if I post more than 3 videos in a 24-hour period of time. The 4th video won't be notified to you guys because YouTube feels like it's going to be pinging you guys too much that I'm posting videos, right? But unless that happens, I think you guys should be getting them 80-90% of the time. And Slime's always checking his subscription tabs. That's something you guys should be doing as well there. Let's see. Slime. Let me see right here. And hey, Slime, Comp is doing good. Yeah, Comp is doing good. Again, Comp is the lowest market cap coin on Robinhood. I think it eventually will do some really great stuff. I'm going to buy some on the next big drop. I think if we got dropped down below $17,000 or so. But I really want them to just put on another crypto coin that has a low price, like under a penny, and a low market cap. And by low, I don't even mean under 50 million or under 200 million. If it's under $1 billion market cap, I will buy it. Hopefully, I would hope to buy it around a 250 or lower market cap, but I won't be picky if they put it on their exchange. Because whatever Robinhood puts on that exchange, it will eventually pop. Yeah, it will. Unfortunately for Comp, even though I like it for a move later on, in this future bull market, I need them to have a low market cap coin. We've done this thing once maybe here. Let's see, Robinhood. Where am I at? I really don't use Robinhood enough. There you go, crypto. And we zoom in here very fast. It'll mess up the tickers, I know. Look at the market cap to the side of my head. Well, actually, let me just get rid of my head here. Bitcoin's way high up. It goes lower, lower, lower. The lowest down here is 400 million market cap with compound. And it's going up pretty nice compared to everything else, right? And even SHIB's up a little bit too. But only thing under $1 billion market cap. Only freaking thing. Well, whenever they start adding more and more, and that's when I get very, very excited about that particular coin. But until then, trade what you got, have some fun with it. But I literally have like $1,000 saved for any coin that's under under a penny with under $500 million market cap for Robinhood. I have it saved. Whether it actually gets used remains to be seen here, guys. Hey, Slime, BitBoy is a scam. That's what I've heard. I don't watch his channels, though. You guys know how I feel about the majority of entertaining crypto people out there, right? But most are there to get money from views and make a business out of it, or like they're very good entertainers, but not good technical people, right? I don't like them as much, but I like people that have a little bit more of a mix of it. Let's see. And hey, Cosmos, well, you like Cosmos? There you go. It's Slim. You always say Slime. Oh, I don't know why. Slim. Yeah, I don't know. I see the dollar sign and I see the LIM, and I don't know why. I think it's the dash between your name. I think it always just reminds me of the E, how it curls back over. I think that's why I call it. Okay, I can't give you my word that I'm not going to make the mistake again, but I will call you Slim for at least the rest of the stream, and I will catch myself the next time I say it incorrectly, and I'll say it halfway up. It's Slim, not Slime. There you go. Thanks for letting me know that, because I will make that mistake quite a bit. And hey, Rohit, Theta is pumping. Shall I short? I don't tell you guys when you guys should be buying or shorting. What I do is I just say, hey, here's the next resistance level. If Bitcoin's looking pretty nasty, you could be shorting around that time as well. Yeah, I don't really recommend too much day trading right now, unless you guys really are in need of some capital. Even then, that's probably bad for the emotions, right? What I'm looking at right now is patiently just waiting for Bitcoin to try and break out above this freaking Fibonacci level here and holding, right? We've been trying for days and days and days and days and days to break out, and we have a good opportunity to break out today. But it's going to be a pain in the butt if we just can't close above this Fibonacci level right here. Again, that resistance level being, I can find it properly, $21,404. $21,404. And that's what we're trying to break out above. We're cleared to go up, but we have to break through this level of resistance first. So be careful if you want to short anything right now, guys, because if Bitcoin doesn't get rejected and starts to move up, anything that you guys short, you guys are probably going to get stopped out of it pretty fast unless you guys, don't have a stop loss or something like that, right? So be careful of whatever you guys want to short. But if it's pumping and you want to take an opportunity to short it, yeah, I mean, absolutely go for it, man. Nobody's going to stop you there, at least of all me. There we go. And you can see how useless this trend line has now become. After we broke out above it, it doesn't really do much anymore. A little bit of resistance up here. We bounced above it. Now it's all up to the Fibonacci levels. And we have an opportunity, guys. We really do have an opportunity to break above it. Mostly because of the stock market here, but it doesn't matter. We have an opportunity. Let's see if we can take it. Oh, thanks, Ghostwriter. I do not know why all these spammers have been going all crazy, man. Let's see. And hey, Caleb, happy to see you back. You've been holding ADA for a minute. I withdrew 15K at 80 cents. Hey, there you go, my man. Making money. As long as you're making money, who cares, right? I'm all for making money, and that's that's about it. I don't care how you guys make your money. As long as you guys are making a profit, that means I'm happy as far as my teachings or whatever you want to call it. There we go. Somebody is cooking something upstairs. Or, oh, no, my hands just smell like duck and seasonings and garlic. I chopped up like really fine garlic today. It smells good. There you go. Bitcoin to make a little bit of a push up right here. Oops, let me do that. All right, while this is going on, let's just double check to see if there's any whale action going on here. Oh, I forgot. I got rid of Twitter. Did it go here? Oh, the boys is trending. Stay calm and hold. What is that? Well, there we go. No longs so far in the last hour. Only the one that we had from the $5.5 million. This is all organic traffic or organic buying right now. Somebody's trying to push it up, though, and it seems like they're doing a pretty good job of it. Let's see, any big walls here on the second chart? Why is this so? There we go. We can watch the second chart, move this over here to the 5-minute chart to see if we can find that level of resistance. But where is that level of resistance? What did I say it was at? 21,405. Let me see it. 21,405, I think I said. 404. 405 is close enough. There you go. That should help people out a little bit here. That way you guys can have multiple screens to see what's going on. And hey, Jay, Voyager dropped STMX from 2% to 1% yield, product of all of Voyager's problems. Yeah, I think they need to figure out a way to get that balance sheet back in order now that people are pretty sure that the Three Arrows hedge fund is not going to be able to pay them back the money that Voyager loaned them. So I think they're going to start lowering the amount of money they get back. And we'll have to see how bad things get. But there hasn't been a run on the bank on Voyager, right? There hasn't been one yet. And I stress yet because if we have another crash here pretty soon, there's an opportunity for Voyager to get to have like a run on the bank where they'll have to freeze assets. So I don't know if you were here earlier, Jay, but just to be safe, I'm starting to pull some of my assets out of Voyager just in case. I don't want to have to worry about that with my money, right? And while I do love their high interest and they've been really good and they're much more stable than like a Celsius and stuff like that, I'm still being very cautious just in case. And I'll probably I got time this weekend. I'm gonna be pretty busy, but I got I'll make a formal video this week saying that I'm pulling my money out of Voyager. I'm not sure how much yet, but I'll let you guys know. I just want to be extra safe about this because I don't think this bear market's over by any stretch of the imagination, and I don't want to be stuck. I don't want my assets to be stuck in Voyager, if that makes sense. If for whatever reason a whole bunch of people panic, just like they did with Celsius, they try to withdraw the money and they can't because they don't have enough liquidity. And while I think right now they do have enough to continue normal operations, if there was if there was a stress test, I don't know how they would fare in some type of stress test where everybody's withdrawing their capital willy nilly, right? And nobody wants to have their assets stuck for indefinite amount of time. Just ask the poor people in Celsius, right? Hey, Marcus, Bitcoin's trying. It's trying so hard, but we just got rejected again here, guys. Let me. There you go. We're trying so hard right now, and nothing's really flying right now. Remember, yesterday things were flying a little bit. We had MATIC was up a lot more. We had Sand up a lot more. Mana was doing okay. KDA was up at least a little bit here. Dogecoin was up a little bit. Now everything's kind of just patiently waiting. Everybody's waiting to see what happens with Bitcoin. That's it. Just waiting to see what happens with Bitcoin here. Excuse me. Bitcoin trying to find some stability like me. We could all use some stability in our lives on a Friday night. We could all use some stability on our lives right there. Let's see. And hey, Cody, can I get your thoughts on Solana? Yeah, let's take a look at it very fast. If I can find it. Oh, there it is. So Bitcoin's doing its thing. So Solana actually broke out above its upper channel here and its old level of resistance, which has been pretty nice. I'm still kind of cautious about it. What's happening right here, in my opinion, is a lot of people shorted Solana down because they were having some issues over the past few weeks as far as their systems crashing and some of their systems basically just not working, right? Now, that attracted the attention of a lot of shorts who thought that this might be the next Luna, right? New Luna? Oh, I guess this is Binance? Oh, they reset all the charts, right? Well, they thought it might be the next Luna here, right? So I think what's going on right now is a lot of the shorts that loaded up here, hoping that we can kind of crash it back down, they're getting slowly burned out. They're being liquidated bit by bit, and we're climbing. Unfortunately, right now, we're heading for a resistance level of about $43.14 and also the 50-day moving average here. For me, I wouldn't really be buying Solana unless I had a confirmed breakout with Bitcoin. In that case, maybe would have a nice pop-up, maybe back to the mid-50s for a really nice return there, because I think there are still people shorting this, hoping that they have another crash soon that will tank the price, and everybody that's gone long over here, they'll get punished pretty hard, pretty fast, just like this, where we had a dump of about 13% in one day. People would be hoping for something similar if there's another problem or they have another shutdown that they can't fix in time. But right now, it's working out fine. We just had two breakouts. The big breakout right there is this upward channel, though. Breakout there, and even if you wanted to do this right here, we still broke out above that, so that's kind of nice to see as well. But optimistic, but we're at a level of resistance. I would wait until Bitcoin breaks out, and Bitcoin breaking out, while it's possible, and some might even say likely at this point, until it actually happens, you want to be very, very careful. And the reason is, we've been having a lot of false breakouts in this bear market, so everything looks really good. You buy in, and if you don't have a stop loss, which I think a lot of people don't use a stop loss, we break out, people buy the breakout, then all of a sudden we're chugging along. They go to sleep right here, sleep. There you go. And then while they're sleeping, it just crashes. And with no stop loss, that position now is worth negative 4% with leverage, just a lot more than that. And then, of course, maybe it even goes lower over the next few days and you become back holder because you don't have a stop loss. A lot of compounding problems there for new traders, right? Best to go right there. There you go. But that's the big concern. And right now, we're just hoping that Bitcoin can break above and hold above the 21,404 level on the hour or on the 4-hour chart, preferably on the same exact time frame. So the 4-hour chart's closing and the hour chart's closing. But here, We have 45 minutes left until this closes. We still haven't broken above it and closed above it. We've a trend line, yes, but not the Fibonacci level. For whatever reason, the Fibonacci level is just so much stronger right now, and I guess that's fine. But on the 4-hour chart, we have another hour and 44 minutes, so it's going to be another 2 hours practically before we have both of these closing. So maybe we'll actually close above this sometime after I'm done streaming, probably sometime in the next hour and 44 minutes, we could have a strong move on the upside. Otherwise, if we don't break above this in the next like 8 hours, 4, 5, 6, like 6 hours, 5 hours and 44 minutes, there's a good chance we just flat out break down here hard, and everybody's really sad, depressed, and everything like that all over again. But yeah, that's kind of my thoughts about be careful about any other altcoins you guys are trading right now, unless you guys are looking to short, but you guys want to make sure that Bitcoin makes that choice before you actually do anything about it. What about there? You go. There you go. Still pumping up here bit by bit. It doesn't look like it's like not crazy, right? There we are. And just so you guys know, we're approximately $75 away, but we have to close above it on the hourly chart at least. Then we have to close above on the 4-hour chart, which is a lot more durable, and then we can start pumping up here a little bit. But we gotta wait, guys. And hey, Alex, is Weebull in danger of liquidity? I haven't heard any bad news about Weebull so far here. Have I seen any bad news? There's a wall right here. Let's just kind of watch this wall get broken. Hopefully get broken here. This is a wall. There we go. We broke above it a little bit. Oh, very tiny way. Yeah, we hardly broke above that. Broke above it for just a second. Yeah, somebody's trying to short us down here. Somebody doesn't want us to go up. I don't see any bad news about Weebull here, so I think they're still fine. Same with Robinhood. They both have tons of institutional investors. They won't let it go down. If you guys will remember, I told you guys this a few days ago. When Robinhood had its big fiasco with GameStop and they didn't have enough liquidity in their system to keep everybody's transactions going through with the market makers and stuff, they were able to raise $1 billion in 24 hours. These companies are rock solid. They may not be making money, but they're not opened up to such high risk as everybody else, right? They have more than just crypto in their accounts. A lot of exchanges that are going down right now only deal in crypto and not some type of combination there. And man, yeah, that whale, whoever it was that didn't want us to go up, they're really trying to push us down here. And hey, Jay, Sam Bankman-Fried has somewhat bailed out Voyager with a loan and buying a minority interest. Do you see FTX buying Voyager? So that's my hope here. That's my hope. If FTX buys Voyager, I will be happy to keep all of my assets on Voyager. Until I see some type of shrink like that, I'm probably going to pull some money out of Voyager just to protect myself from any unknown consequences, especially since this is going to be really busy. But it's the fact that he's on their side is one of the main reasons up to this point I haven't been like, oh my gosh, the world's falling from Voyager, stuff like that. He has a bunch of money and FTX has a bunch more money. So I think they'll be fine. Let's see. And hey, Slim, there we go. All of my losses are from falling asleep while still in a trade. It happens way, way more than you think. Way, way more than you think. And hey, Resurrect, man, isn't this getting old? Bitcoin exploding up like a rocket. Here's what to do. There's an opportunity for us right now, but we've only been this close to a breakup for like the last 2 days, I think, guys, right? Before then, we were just consolidating and having smaller breakouts, but nothing major. This is a like 2-3 week, guys, 2 week breakout of a head and shoulders possibly. But that's what we're looking at right now. There's usually not a breakout every single day. I mean, I wish, guys. I mean, on the daily chart, sure. I mean, the minute chart, sure. But we want the larger breakouts, the larger breakouts. I think what you're referring to, though, is what's called YouTube marketing, where people are putting thumbnails and titles out there. And I do this a little bit as well, guys. to get people to click on your video, and then once they're there, as long as you're giving them substance, they kind of stay around a little bit. You answer their questions and stuff like that. I think that's what he's referring to. But trust me, I think we all want Bitcoin to pop off today. But right now, there's some whales that do not want this to happen. Of course. And hey, E-Trev said a stop loss. Not every exchange allows you guys to have stop losses, and that's the annoying part about trading right now. You guys have to be very careful about what exchanges you guys are using. That's why I kind of promote BitGet and KuCoin a lot, and even Femex, Binance, they all have it too. When you open up a trade, at the same time you open up a trade, you can have a take profit price and a stop loss price. So when you wake up, there's a chance that the trader has already made you money and it's already closed the position, or it's already lost you money and it's already closed the position. Regardless, you're not going to be waking up to some really, you don't have to put a profit taking price in there, but it's always wise to do a stop loss. That way, no matter what happens, you at least know what the most you're going to lose on that specific trade. If you guys want to get more risky, you could have no take profit, and then you could walk away with tons of profits in the morning if it really boomed. Otherwise, you might wake up in the morning and say, "Hey, oh my gosh, it reached my price target, but I didn't have the sell order there, and so it came back down and I got stopped out." And that happens a lot more than you think, and that's why if I'm going to sleep, a lot of times I have that take profit price. There we go. A little bit of action going on for Bitcoin. Let's go over here very fast. Not a big whale move in sight, everybody. Hey, Adam, that's me shorting. There you go. It's always nice to see somebody with some real capital going after the market here. Let's see. And hey, General, my sister's mental health just got worse. I'm worried. I wish I can get into the stream, but I'm out for now. Hopefully things get better. Hey, my man, my mom recently had a stroke. I completely understand it. Go be with the family, my man. I would put this stream aside in a heartbeat, and I'm the guy hosting it to go make sure my mom was okay if she was having any problems. So, dude, take care of the family. Always comes first. Always comes first. Let's see. See. Hey, yeah, right, Mike. I really do. Thanks. Happy. I hope you're happy. Hope you're happy. Hey, Caleb, what time does it usually moon? Like 4 a.m.? It's pretty early in the morning. But I mean, I would say it's the same time for moon or crash, right? So right now it doesn't look like we're trying to break out anytime soon. It looks like we want to consolidate a bit longer. But we talked about having another hour and 45 minutes that we want to be able to close above this candle on the 4-hour candles here. But for whatever reason, the whales are trying to keep us down, and they're doing it pretty darn effectively, if I do say so myself. Oh, and hey, Jim Bob, happy to see you back, man. Let me know if you have any questions. Hey, Discount, can you do a quick tea on MATIC? Thanks. Yeah, I can do another quick tea on MATIC. This is the most popular one of the day, I think, for you guys. There we go. And before I do this, the poll so far, how are you feeling about crypto right now? 39% say great, 47% say meh, and 14% say horrible. So I'm happy you guys are at least feeling meh or great. If you feel horrible, and I think that's totally understandable based on how far crypto has gone over the last few months, right? Okay. As far as MATIC is concerned, we've had this really nice uptrend here, like a very, very nice uptrend. We also have this little bit of an uptrend here that isn't the same, but we're here. What's the best way to do this here? Precise. There. Really? There we go. Okay. We're still breaking down here, but it doesn't look to be too much of a problem, right? I probably won't even have this line in here, I guess. We didn't talk about it too much earlier. We're trying to break out above 0.631 cents, but pretty much 63 cents. And then we might be able to have a little bit more of a surge back up to 67, maybe even 70 cents. But until Bitcoin breaks out, it's going to be more likely that you're going to be looking to short this rather than go long on it, because Bitcoin still looks a little bit more iffy. But here, let's go to the 4-hour chart again. There you go. Right? We're slowly grinding up. I'm hopeful that over the next hour and 35 minutes or so, we have an opportunity to pump up. But I guess I would only buy if we manage to break out above that 0.63 level. So like this line right here. There's no real pattern setups right now, except for the breakout we just had maybe here a while ago on this short-term one. Not looking too hot. Yesterday, I told you guys it'd be okay to take a short right here at the resistance. It worked out pretty well, but the next time I'd probably be looking to short is somewhere up here around 75 cents, 74 cents if I'm playing a little bit more safe, or if Bitcoin does something bad. Right now, MATIC is looking very, very good on the 4-hour chart. Golden cross here, boom. We have another golden cross coming pretty soon. Hopefully that will mean another boom, but maybe just up to 70 cents or so, which would still be a good profit. If I can pull this out. It's like 14-15% profit. Not bad at all. After that, who knows how much further Bitcoin wants to go after it breaks out. We may just be going to 23,000 and crashing. We may go to 24,000 and crash. Remember, some of those levels that we were talking about here are not new chart. Oops, that sucks. GAN. This next level of support for us, or resistance for us, one of many, I guess you would say. Ah, there you go. Is about 13% away from Bitcoin. It's about $2,744. And the other one that we were looking at is, I don't remember which one that was. Coinbase, this one? This one? There we go. Is this level of resistance up here about 15% away? $3,243. I don't know if we're going to make it to this one, but I think we have an opportunity to make it to the first one there. But be careful with it, guys. We're trying to break out, but this breakout isn't anything but nice and pretty. It is definitely a pretty ugly breakout. But if we manage to break it above those Fibonacci levels, I mean, fine, let's go for it. But just be careful of any altcoins, especially those like MATIC, who have pumped up a lot. I would consider a lot of people that bought MATIC over the past few days, they're probably looking to scale out around this time. And if you're buying, you want to be buying for a much shorter time frame than those people who have been buying and holding for the past couple weeks, right? So that's my 2 cents on MATIC. Until we have a nice strong breakout when we close above this Fibonacci level here, I'm going to be very, very cautious of any crypto really popping off, or altcoins popping off as a whole, I guess I would say, not really each individual one. There we are. Okay. There you go. Meanwhile, we're just trying to hold this level here. Oh, and hey, Tony, Weebull will have a crypto wallet soon. Yeah, they need to catch up to Robinhood. I think they will pretty. They'll do it pretty quickly. But yeah, the fact that Robinhood has a wallet, I think it helps them out immensely. Let's see. I'm just looking for a MATIC re-entry price, so I took some profit on my trade account. My long term, I'm not touching at least until the new all-time high. That's awesome. I'm glad you have them separated out. For MATIC, the re-entry point was last night as we dipped down after we hit that level of resistance. Right now, for MATIC, I probably wouldn't touch it until Bitcoin takes a dip, or unless you want to play the breakout if Bitcoin breaks it or MATIC breaks above that 0.63 cent level, right? So until then, being very, very cautious of MATIC just because it's popped up so freaking much here. Oh, and hey, LaGrasso. Crazy enough, there's some validity to the moon cycles. I believe we have a new moon coming up shortly. I mean, hopefully it's a good sign for Bitcoin, not a bad sign for crypto. That'd be very, very bad for us right now. All right, let me move some stuff around here. So, somebody want to know about Ethereum. Ethereum is not doing anything crazy. We're at a level of resistance. We're trying to break out above it. In fact, I think we do want to break out above it, but what's happening is Bitcoin is just not moving. So instead of Ethereum continuing to pop up here, which it should be doing, it's actually just kind of died back down and it's gone back down to consolidating. On the 1 hour chart, we're very, very close to starting to break down below the 20 moving average. On the 4 hour chart, however, we're still very, very far away from that. I think if you want to see an awesome short opportunity for Ethereum, you're going to be looking at this trend line right here. And that would come about sometime tomorrow in time for the typical Saturday crash. Let's just hope that we can break out before that actually occurs here, because if Bitcoin is looking okay, but Ethereum is breaking down, normally one of them will lead each other. And, we need to break out sooner rather than later, of course. That's my main point here. Or we could just be looking at a future shoulder head and a shoulder, but that would take us until like next week or something like that, which would suck. And also that would be a very bearish pattern, of course. And somebody wanted Sol as well. Now we've already talked about Sol a number of times here, so I won't go too much further into it. But basically, we were in a channel, we broke out above the channel. Shorts are getting slowly squeezed out of the market right now. We hit our first level of resistance after the breakout of $43.21. After that, I'd be looking for Fibonacci retracement levels here, or extension levels. So we got one right there, about $46 or so. The other one is going to be a little bit more reliable, I think. The low here, there, coming back down. And that might be around $48 or so if things get really, really good for us. Otherwise, you can see actually right now that Sol is actually running into this Fibonacci level at $42.22. We're hitting some issues, hit some trouble here. Didn't hit too much trouble here, actually, which is kind of interesting. But right here, we definitely hit some trouble. So the next level of resistance after $43 is going to be that $45 mark. Probably let's go 15 here. Okay, that's fine. What's up right here? And again, can a stablecoin be pegged to gold and silver? Would that be good or bad idea? I don't know if it's feasible for it to be pegged like that, because they would have to buy. I think they would have to buy the asset to keep everything up and about. I don't know how the mechanism would really hold it, because ultimately stablecoins have to have market cap. They have to have enough trust that people actually will keep the money there, right? I mean, I would say it's possible, but it'd be a lot of hard work to figure out how exactly that would work out, I would say. Oh, and Ghost Rider says there's a divergence on the 1 hour on MATIC and Ethereum Classic divergence as well, everybody. See. And hey, Daniel, thinking SHIB is hitting bottom of 15-minute trend line? Uh, It looks like it could be getting pretty close here. Not just yet, but maybe over the next 12 minutes until this next candle closes, there was an opportunity for us to break down. You take a little bit of a short here. At the same time, you'd be seeing Bitcoin break down here as well, coming back down to towards like $21,000 a little bit. Just like 200 bucks from Bitcoin, though. Let me go over here to the 4 hour. That breakout was nice. Let me get rid of this, though. Ultimately, though, the breakdown that I'm looking for as far as SHIB is concerned, I want to break down right here, and I think that'd be a massive dump that would bring us all the way back down here to support, where we found support. I don't know, like a couple weeks ago. This is actually a few days ago. Sorry, not a few days ago. Not a few weeks ago. But that's how I'd be trading this right now. And then of course, we'd also be breaking down below this one here, and there's no other real trend lines there as far as support levels for us besides some basic Fibonacci retracement levels. Excuse me, guys. All right, let's see. And hey, Rohit, what do I do apart from trading? I take care of my mom who had a stroke. I make sure she has everything she needs. Um, I'm doing a lot of business right now to call up people in Nicaragua when I can to figure out all the little details I need to do when I move over there. Apparently, it's very easy to move if I'm a freaking like 65 and older, but I'm not. So I have to jump through a little bit more hoops and have to prove that I make over $600 a month in income. Thank God for that. But what do you call it? But I just trade and I make money off of YouTube. That's about it. I hang out with friends every now and again. I go out with my dog. But I don't make much money off of YouTube at all. The money I make off of YouTube goes straight back into the channel. I only make around 700 bucks in this YouTube channel here right now. Not much at all. But it's not about the money with YouTube. I do like the money from YouTube, though. I do like it. But my priority isn't necessarily to make money. The only money I make from YouTube is it all gets reinvested so I can afford all the streams and stuff like that. That way it's separate from my own finances, and I actually have my own business account specifically for the YouTube channel. So I'm not in any legal danger in case I gave you guys bad advice or something like that, right? In case somebody's sued, I guess the term is. But yeah, I don't know. It's fine. It works. On average, a month. It depends on how much I'm trading. Like this month, I probably made around like $6,000. Not really much. Um, I haven't been trading much this month because I told you guys I was going to be focusing more on YouTube to kind of learn the editing. And I guess the main reason I can do that technically is because I shorted Luna down from 104 to about like, it was like $1, $6, something like that. I mean, I shorted it heavy. And that kind of gave me enough money that it was kind of like, oh, this is more money than I know what to do with type of stuff. Let's put it into savings. Let's get into sisters' savings accounts, college accounts, stuff like that. But I don't know. It's not too hard to make money after a certain point in time. It just depends on what you're going to do with that money and how aggressive you want to be. I'm overly cautious as an investor. If you've been here since day one, you will know that I say that quite a bit. I'm just too cautious as an investor, so I don't really try to make millions of dollars in the market. I'm happy with like $100,000 plus, well, $150,000 plus, and that lets me take care of my mom, my sister, me, Loki, fun stuff. Loki gets to have duck heads as snacks. That a lot of fireworks have been going off, and it's not even 4th of July yet. Um, let's see, and hey, Jared, why Nicaragua? If you don't mind me asking. Well, here I'll show you. So I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to move exactly to this town, but I wanted a town in Nicaragua just to be like this. But basically, this place is called San Juan de Sol. It's kind of away from America. I like America. I'm going to be coming back all the time to visit my mom. However, I'm a guy who just likes peace and quiet, and I don't like the government particularly being involved in my life. And I feel like by going to Nicaragua, it's hardly anything about the government, but I can be myself. I can be relaxed. Something about America and me, it forces me to work harder than I think I have to. And so, like, that's corporate work, that's YouTube, all that type of stuff. I want to wake up every morning, and my mom will be better by then, I hope, too. But I want to wake up every morning, go to my, like $700 espresso machine, make a fresh cup of joe, pour a little bit of oat milk in it or something like that, drink it while looking over a beautiful waterfront view, have Loki with like 5 or 6 of his puppies hanging out with the mom or whatever, chilling out in the backyard, playing around. Maybe a kid of mine someday or whatever in the pool playing, whatever it may be. I don't know. But, I just want to live a nice, quiet life, and I want to have that. I want to be able to afford as much of it as possible. So, a full-time cleaning lady that lives inside the house that makes all of my meals. It's going to be hard to afford that in America. I mean, I could technically, but why would I? I don't have a room for the person like that. So what I'm doing instead is I'm moving down here to, again, I'm not sure if this is the exact town I'm going to be living in, but something close to this. And I'm going to be getting a house that looks like price highest to lowest, I guess. Probably a house that looks like this right here. Close like $700,000. Takes way more affordable than Seattle, Washington, if you get what I'm saying. I'm going to build a house technically, but waterfront views, everything's just nice and peaceful. And to me, this has been my goal for like the majority of my life. I have enough money to kind of afford it now. So why not just take the trip and do it? When I was younger, I thought of going to actually California. But the more I have friends that are in California, they're like, don't move down here, you're going to hate it. And then, of course, I can't even afford the housing in California. I can't even afford the housing in Seattle. Well, I can afford it, but for the house I want, right? So everything's going to be really nice. And then from there, I can travel anywhere in Central America and South America really cheap and really nice and easy. And then what I also want to do is I also want to expand the YouTube channel to go multilingual. And I want to see if I can set up a whole business where I will, I'm going to start some type of foundation or some type of scholarship. I don't know what it was. So the people that are in college in Nicaragua who speak English and Spanish, if they have an editing degree or they did editing or something like that, I will give them scholarships and stuff and internships. And if they want to work for me afterwards and help me with my YouTube content, that'd be awesome. So, a whole bunch of stuff that I can't do in America because of just regulations and red tape, I can do it over there, and at the same time, I can actually help some people out, right? So, a lot of different stuff. A lot of it's financial. A lot of it's just like cultural. Like I just want to relax and be peaceful, and like just say peace out world. And then some of it's just like mental health, as far as just like everything bad in my life go away. And then I would just come back up here as far as saying hi to my mom, sister, and then I'd be flying them over to visit me probably 1 to 3 times a year, and then coming up to visit them maybe 3 to 5 times a year. So a lot of flying. The one thing that really sucks, though, is to get down to Nicaragua, I have to go from Seattle to Philadelphia to Miami to Nicaragua. Don't know why it's so long, but it's only $1,200, $1,300 round trip, $1,300 round trip first class. Not bad, right? See. And hey, Daniel, it's honorable you're taking care of your family and dog instead of flashing cars and watches. I don't see the point. Like, I have a nice watch, guys. I have nice stuff, but I don't really need to flash it, right? I have a very simple car. Until that car dies, I'm not buying another one. I told myself that when I bought the car, and it hasn't died. I have hoped it would die in the past, but it still hasn't died. So I'm just like, eh. But I'm not going to buy a new car anyway because I'm moving to Nicaragua. So I'm going to buy another car down there, but it'll be used. Anything from like maybe 2010 to 2015, maybe close to 2015 to 2020. But, a newer car out there. But I'm not going to be driving much. I don't want to. I'm a complete introvert, guys. I would never be able to talk to you guys in person like I'm doing here on YouTube, even with the chart, whatever. Never. I'd freak out too much. But on YouTube and streaming, much, much easier for me to do. Much, much easier for me to do. Let's see. I'd rather be flashing some big fishes I caught at the lake. That's what that's what I'd be doing. Um, hey, Jim Bob. Right now, I think with all the problems in a lot of these exchanges, I think either Binance US, Binance if you're not in America, or Coinbase is going to be some really solid plays for you. You can go with BitGet if you want to, although there's always the threat of a UDS tether crashing. Small, but there's a chance there, right? But those are some of the ones I would look at. Sounds dreamy. I'm looking to figure out something similar in a nice place that isn't overpriced. I know. Trust me about it. Like what I'm hoping to do is come over here, and I'm gonna rent a house that's kind of like this, or maybe actually probably a lot smaller than this house right here that we just looked at. But I want to build a house that looks like this, right? I want to build it in parts. So I want to start off with like a small little bedroom area, stuff like that, a couple bathrooms, couple bedrooms, and then have like the full on balcony view stuff. So that I'm happy. But then over time, I want to have the house designed so I can keep on adding extensions to it over and over and over again, right? And you can see that this house isn't massive. It just has a really nice view, I think it is. And actually, it's more modern in the inside. More modern. That's it. Just more stuff. Probably the imported goods and stuff like that. But the other place had a much better view, but and this one's much more expensive than that one. But I don't really feel like I need all these wacky designs in here. I'm not an art snob. But yeah, it's nice, right? It's nice. It's nice. It's nice. That's all I really want. And if you go over here to Zillow Seattle, you saw that house was $950,000. Let's go over here very fast. Let me find something that's $950,000. Okay. Here's $855,000. Well, here let's. It's a little bit cheaper, but no. Let's go something. If we're gonna do it, let's go to something more expensive, right? Oh, let's just go to something that's $1 million. Here we go. This is $1 million. Where would you rather live? Be honest. Be honest. Be honest. I'd rather live in Nicaragua, right? Now I don't really need to live there. I can move to West Virginia. One of my friends lives over there. He says it's cheap housing, but I want what I want, right? And it's also easy for me to get Loki over there too, which is gonna be nice. And hey, Ken, Puerto Rico seems nice, but I have a friend that lives over there, and he says every once in a while there's like rolling blackouts, and I would hate to be working on something for YouTube, and there would be a blackout. I'd be absolutely ticked off beyond belief. I can't do it. Can't do it. That house in California would be 10x. Oh, 20x. Yeah, definitely more. Let's see. And hey, Bobby, what's Bitcoin doing? We're slowly getting rejected right now from the Fibonacci level. It's nothing catastrophe-wise. It's not a catastrophe. But it just looks like we're trying very, very hard to break out. And at this, next hour, we really want to actually have a reversal, because if we start breaking down below this trend line, you're probably going to see a double top, neckline break, and then that's coming down to at least 18,000s or so. And then maybe we'll have a little bit of reversal there. Or if we're lucky, we'll find some other type of support level like this where we can consolidate more, move up. But it won't be good if we're rejected over the next few hours here. And let's see right here. And hey, everybody, oh, no worry about it. I'm about to hop off here, guys, in a second. I need to go make my duck here. To kind of wrap everything up here, everybody, here's what's going on. Bitcoin had an opportunity to break out above this head and shoulders. Shoulder, head, shoulders. Yes, I know it's ugly, but you can still consider it one. We haven't been able to break out above the Fibonacci level here on the 4-hour chart or the trend on the 4-hour chart, leading us to think that, hey, our next big breakout zone here, which is normally a good shorting opportunity, just look at this one right here, short, right? We could have another big move down here. I don't know exactly how far we're going to go down. We will have a support level around here, around 19,776. But, we might, even though the stock market looks very, very good heading into next week, there's an opportunity that this weekend Bitcoin were to crash down to at least 18,000 or so, consolidate for a while, and then we eventually break out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday type of thing. That can happen, but you just got to be very, very careful. The last few Saturdays have not been glorious to crypto, as you guys might expect. But I think if you want to stay optimistic about crypto and where we're going, we basically don't want to fall down below the lows over here. That would signal a massive move down, probably closer to $14,000 or so. But I'm okay if the price takes us back down to the 18,000 or so, and we consolidate and we make a move on closer to the weekend. But before that happens, let's just hope that we can simply just break out above this Fibonacci level and hold. We have not been able to do this in the 4-hour chart, only the 1-hour chart, and that's been it. It's been a complete pain in the butt. You're not seeing much of a surge from bulls, which has been very annoying. Since we started the stream 2 hours ago, we've only had one long. 5.5 million. There's been no intensity by the whales to say, hey, you guys should be buying here. And in fact, a lot of altcoins, even Ethereum, are hitting major levels of resistance that may lead to them consolidating a little bit more as well. And the good thing for Ethereum, though, is, at least Ethereum has a little bit more time before it breaks down. Bitcoin does not. Bitcoin has maybe a couple hours at most. Ethereum could consolidate for a few hours, and then going into tomorrow, then we have a breakout there, which would be not likely, but that'd be something we'd really be enjoying, I guess you would say. But for now, the longer this goes on, the more pessimistic you're probably going to get. Hopefully a whale will come in here and start a surge up, but it doesn't feel like they're doing that right now. That could change like 5 minutes after I end the stream. But it's, be careful if you're going to be holding any positions overnight without a stop loss, because we could go either way. By the time you wake up, we'll go either way, okay? I'd rather have 50 acres of woods with an off-grid log cabin. That sounds absolutely amazing. That's something I wanted in the past. Now I just realize how much property taxes keep on going up on me. But I thought about moving to Alaska, but I'm just like, you know what? Nicaragua's fine. And funny enough, my friend actually said, hey, if you move down, then after you buy a house and I get it all paid off and stuff, because it probably take, I don't know, whatever mortgage is. But he's like, why don't we buy a plot of land down there and just do private hunting whenever we want to go? And he just come down here because he's a big hunter. He just, hey, we can go hunt some animals, a leopard or whatever it is. I don't want to hunt a leopard, but, whatever is down there to hunt. All right. Let's see. And hey, Kenny, you're in Puerto Rico. Once in a while, we get them here in Acrebio. As long as it's once in a while, I wouldn't mind it too much. But I want to be further south in Central America. It's nicer. It's, what do you call it? Well, I won't say nicer than Puerto Rico, but it's like the Pacific Coast. I like the Pacific Coast. I'm not used to being on the Atlantic Coast. Everything feels weird whenever I go to the Atlantic Coast. That's one of the reasons I didn't go over to decide to move to Belize. But yeah, anyway, guys, it was nice talking with you guys today. If the market goes crazy tomorrow, I will be live. If the market does not go crazy tomorrow, I will most likely see you guys Monday at 6 p.m. Make sure to set the alerts and all that good stuff. Careful. We talked about the market is kind of topsy-turvy. You are seeing Bitcoin go into the negative territory now, or pop back up now, but be very, very careful if you guys are trading overnight, if you guys do not have stop losses, okay? Now, I'm going to go make a duck. I'm going to go give Loki some treats, and I'm going to make sure he has